Hey everyone, this is Daryl from Daily Crypto Trade Signals, coming to you live from Bangkok, guys. It's a great time to be alive. We got lots of news out there. We got lots of Luna news, some Doge news, and some Bitcoin news. Also, we got some Gary Gensler, CFTC, and the SEC news out there as well. So it's going to be a huge time to be alive, guys. So let's jump into it. Let's absolutely get into it, guys. And it looks like Binance has approved the 1.2% burn tax. So that is good news. So it looks like they've agreed to do it. They're going to do it. And something really weird and wacky happened. It looks like Binance moved about 2.5 trillion worth of Luna from its cold wallet, moved it out, and then moved it right back. So it's like really weird. So a lot of people are like, what is going on? And there's been some speculation out there, with centralized exchanges, when they move Luna from their cold wallets to hot wallets back and forth on the same platform, will they be subject to tax? Will they absolutely be subject to the 1.2% tax? So it's really technical out there, and some people are kind of saying, well, maybe they do and maybe they don't. So there's still some speculation out there, and the proposal for the 1.2% Luna tax has been passed. So it's been passed unanimously. So that should go into effect around about September 12th. It should go into effect. But the question is, will a lot of exchanges, will they actually do that? Will they actually start to pay taxes when they move from their hot to cold wallets and back and forth? Because often exchanges do that because they're offering staking and stuff like that. So we're seeing that there's a bit of a debate in the Luna community if that's going to be happening. So if you take a look at what's going on for BTC right now, BTC right now is up slightly, up about 0.81%. Time recording, it's at 19,373. So we did see that the whole broader markets yesterday were up slightly. We saw the Nasdaq was up, we saw the S&P and the Dow Jones was up, and everything was up just over 0.5%. So that's okay, guys. That's absolutely okay. But it wasn't really anything fantastic. It wasn't really anything momentous out there. So from that perspective, things are okay. Things are just going sideways. Things are not going down. And also we see that Ethereum right now is at 1,638, and that's up about 1%. We're seeing Doge is coming back, guys. Is above the 6-cent support level right now, and it's about 0.83%, and it's about 6.1 in the house. And we're seeing Shiba Inu is up about 0.5% at 12.32. So it looks like our 12, a bunch of zeros on 12 area is definitely holding, and that is pretty good. It looks like TERRA Classic is doing pretty good. It's up right now about 17.54%, about 52.31, and the total market cap is just gingerly below 1 trillion. So that is okay out there. So the fear and greed right now is at 22. So it's come up from where we were yesterday at 20. So that is okay, guys. Absolutely okay. And we're seeing that right now the social sentiment for Luna has come down. It was about 123%. Now it's down at 81%. So guys, keep an eye on that. Absolutely, you're going to keep an eye on that. We're seeing that also the social sentiment for Doge and Shiba Inu is going down. So that is absolutely a little bit worrying from my perspective. We're seeing that the high yesterday was around about 59 and the low was 47. But right now we're kind of midway between that, and we're now around about 52. So that is okay from that perspective. I think that we're going to be seeing a little bit of sideways action for Luna for the next couple of days. I don't think we're going to be seeing these big pumps. We're going to be seeing a little bit of consolidation, and we're just going to be some sideways action. It seems that the 0.6 area for Luna is a huge psychological resistance level, and we did attempt to get back up above there, but we failed. We got rejected. We got rejected to the downside, and we had a pretty nasty, huge rejection down to the downside, and that's what caused it to go down to 0.47. So I remember, a lot of people have been beating me up. I know that, Dennis was in my stream yesterday, and he was pretty salty. Dennis, I love you, brother. And he was complaining that he lost a lot of money in Luna in May. We all did. I lost money. Most people who were holding Luna in May have lost money, and one of the reasons that the community is now taking over Luna Classic is because we want to fundamentally avoid making the same mistakes that Dogecoin did, and I think that the community is driving this project. But I am worried right now. The social sentiment has dropped, so we need to continue with that. So, but it is good news that Binance out there has approved 1.2% tax. They're going to be doing it. We got KuCoin out there. We got Gate.io. They're also going to do it. So that is really huge news for the Luna community. So I really think that we are probably by the end of the month, we're definitely going to be shaving off another zero for Luna out there. Doge is just going to continue to do Doge, and one of the biggest problems with Doge right now is the community. The community is just falling asleep. So guys, get off your butts and start, getting to Twitter, getting out there and start talking about Doge. And a lot of people have been beating me out. Oh, OG, why are you talking about Luna? You didn't like the pro. Yeah, I'm not happy with what Dogecoin did with the original Luna Classic. I'm not happy with the fork. I'm not happy how he tanked the markets. Voyager, Celsius. The original Luna that was a big catalyst that caused a lot of these lending platforms to go bankrupt. And a lot of you are stuck behind the 8 ball and have your money stuck on these platforms. And the catalyst behind that was the collapse of Luna. There's been a resurgence right now with the new Luna Classic token, but that is because it's community driven. It has nothing to do with Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not even in the picture when it comes to this, and I don't want him in the picture. And I still think that Dogecoin is going to be in a lot of trouble. And there could be charges, guys. So that is what I'm thinking about. Some other news that's coming in right now. It looks like Gary Gensler. He's still fighting it out. He's still power hungry. He did go on and make a statement that Bitcoin can be regulated by the CFTC, so that is pretty good. But he's still unwilling to waver, and he still wants to basically control all the crypto out there. And he's not giving up on Ethereum, because the previous CFTC chairman said, look, Bitcoin and Ethereum definitely comes under their purview. But we're seeing that right now. The SEC, Gary Gensler, he just wants to make one regulation for all the crypto out there. So that is really, I don't know what's wrong with Gary. He's just a big power hungry person out there, and he needs a good kick in the nuts out there from that perspective. Also, there was something that came out of the White House as well. It looks like the White House is contemplating banning all proof of work, guys. Proof of work mining out there for cryptocurrencies. And of course the tree huggers out there are putting some pressure on the White House and talking about how much energy it's using, and the planet's going to die, and doom and gloom. So that is something that's coming out. I mean, that would be not good for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin right now is proof of work. Luckily, we got the Ethereum merge that's coming out, and that's going to be turning to proof of stake out there. So that's not going to be an issue. But if the White House does mine, proof of work mining, what is that going to mean for Texas? What is that going to mean for other states in the U.S. that are heavily counting on the Bitcoin miners to provide income, to provide jobs and stability out there? So that's kind of weird and wacky out there. What else is going on right now? A lot of stuff is going on out there. Once again, when we get talking about Luna Classic, you guys need to be careful out there. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. That's so important. I just want to stress that so much, guys. I want to stress that so much, because I know that a lot of you have this suffer from FOMO goggles, and when projects go up, you guys often like to get in when things are already too high, and ride that thing up, and then you get wrecked and wonder what the hell happened. So guys, take everything with a grain of salt. Don't over invest, don't over leverage, don't go nuts into things. Remember, you've always got to take profits. Please take profits. Take profits. If you are up 200%, definitely take your original investment out, guys. Definitely take profits. You got to pay yourself, because you will regret it if things go down. And look, I'm not saying that Luna is going to crash down to nothing. I'm not saying that at all. I'm absolutely not saying that. What I'm saying is that any highly volatile risk asset, you've got to be very cautious out there. Don't put too much in there. Take your profits. Be careful. Ladder your buys in, and once again, I'm going to be talking about diversification. You've got to diversify your portfolio. If you put everything in Luna Classic, you're overexposing yourself, and if there's any downside, you could definitely get hurt. So from that perspective, what you want to be doing is 50% in Bitcoin, 25 to 30% in Ethereum, and the rest in big cap coins. And now we're seeing that the Luna Classic is moving up the ranks. I believe it's at 25 right now. It may and we're seeing that the total market cap is being traded every day in terms of volume. So there's still huge volume. So guys, keep an eye on two key indicators: the social sentiment for Luna, and also the volumes. If the volumes start to drop significantly, in combination with the social sentiment, then you guys need to be careful, and that may be a good time to exit. So from what we're seeing right now, the social sentiment has come down. It's about 81% right now in terms of social engagement. It was, was up to about 135% about a week ago. So from that perspective, we are seeing that the social sentiment is going down, but the volumes are still high. So keep an eye on the volumes. If you look at the money flow right now, we're still seeing about 50. I don't know what that noise is. Some weird noise. We're still seeing that the money flow for Luna Classic is 50% buys, 50% sells. And that seems to be pretty consistent out there. So you definitely want to keep an eye on the volumes. If the volumes start to drop, then that might be a good time to take your profits, exit, and just leave a minimum amount of Luna in there. So watch out, watch the volumes, watch the social sentiment, guys. So also, finally, I just want to say, don't forget to smash the likes, subscribe, show some love for the OG. I would really appreciate it. And also too, I just want to express my condolences to the people of the UK and the passing of Queen Elizabeth at 96. She reigned for 70 years, and I saw that this morning, and it was a tearjerker. I was choked up. She was a fantastic monarch, a fantastic queen. May she rest in peace, and God bless. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.